You also wrote an article about rosters evolving through, the course of training camp, the season, to the end of the season. Take us through that and just how different you think the Browns roster could potentially look.
Yeah, and it was something that Andrew Berry said on the Ross Tucker podcast. I'll give him credit for it, talking about how the roster right now might not look the same. And he brought up any number of variables. Somebody will get hurt. Somebody will get traded around the league. The reactions to what happens around the league. Maybe a player. Remember a year ago, we were worried about Wyatt Teller. And, what's that right guard going to look like? The rest of the line looks pretty good. Teller wound up being outstanding last year. Well, what if he isn't this year? These are the contingency plans that they have to have. What if Chris Hubbard winds up being a cap casualty, and that could happen as the extra tackle. Kendall Lamb is gone now. Do we have to find an extra tackle from somewhere? What if God forbid Kareem Hunt gets hurt? Do we have people in house? Can Demetri Felton step into that role? Does Ernest Johnson, is he able to step up in that? Or do we need to find something outside? And I think that's more of what Barry was talking about there. He wasn't talking like, we've got to bring in people. I'm not happy with the roster now. That's not what he was saying. He was just saying that you've got to understand that you need plan Bs and plan Cs, because plan A, expecting that to last through now 17 games in 18 weeks, it's just unrealistic. Things are going to happen that are going to force their hand, and they're going to be open and ready for it, which goes back to what we just talked about with the salary cap. They have the ability financially to do whatever they need to do to make those sorts of moves that are forced upon them within the season.